All right, good evening, everybody. It is Wednesday night, and you know what that means. It is another edition of the BBBoris AEW Dynamite Watch-Along thingamajigger. We're about 4 minutes away from showtime. I want to talk about the pay-per-view just a little bit before we get started, because I was talking on, I believe, Brunch Gimmick with Spencer about some things. I'd started the pay-per-view but hadn't finished or got to some of the things we were talking about. And he talked about perhaps AEW calling an audible, or the Bucks calling an audible at the line and putting the titles on a private party. So I watched the match, and the way that he explained that, I figured like the crowd was going to be red hot and crazy. And I didn't really find it that way. I mean, they were active and popped for the parts they were supposed to, but I didn't see anything, in my opinion, which is just my opinion. I don't know nothing about nothing. I don't know if I saw anything really like audible worthy to change the finish. I think perhaps private party's time will come. Yes, I am ready for the show. Also, I think they could have shortened that pay-per-view. I mean, 4 hours is it's a lot to digest. I think the segment with Swerve, no disrespect, but that could have been done on TV. The Mortos and Hologram match could have been, I think, done on Dynamite as well. Don't get me wrong, I really liked the match. I was entertained by it, but I think that could have been a TV match, not a pay-per-view match. And I thought the finish of the main was interesting. I had heard snippets of what had happened with Wheeler Yuta and the bag and all that stuff, and I was under the impression that all that stuff somehow happened before the finish of the match. I thought the finish of the match was kind of anticlimactic. I don't like Moxley going over clean. I know he's supposed to be a heel, and I was expecting some sort of like shenanigans and what have you, and I thought all that stuff happened before the finish. Now, that being said, knowing the way my brain works, if all that stuff had happened before the finish, I would have been like, oh, that finish was too overbooked. So maybe there's just no keeping me happy. But yeah, I thought that the match was really good, but I thought the actual finish of the match, not all the stuff that went on after, but I thought the finish of the actual match was a little flat. But what the hell do I know? We'll see what happens. I think Adam Cole's coming back tonight, and we'll see what all goes down with that. But that's just kind of like my 2 cents about the pay-per-view from what Spencer and I had talked about earlier. We're going to duck out here for a couple seconds, and we're going to come back when the show's getting underway. Thanks for coming and hanging out, and I shall return. All right, the NFL Films production is wrapping up on TSN here in Canada. Thank you again for coming and hanging out and watching the show with me. These streams are something that I've really come to enjoy. I did a surprise one the other night where we watched an episode of Wrestling Challenge, WWF Wrestling Challenge from 1986. I think that's still, if you dig through on demand on the Twitch, over on the Twitch, you can find that. In the meantime, we are underway here. I'm going to turn up AEW in my headphones just a little bit here. Starting off with a very ominous-looking video that we saw, I think, at the pay-per-view. Oh, WNBA Finals game, whatever that is tonight. Jon Moxley hates what AEW has become. Dancing and partying when there's no need for dancing, and there's always need for dancing and partying. How dare you, John Moxley? Some backstage footage from the pay per view we see of Brian Danielson being loaded into an ambulance ready for a local medical facility. Oh, I'm rocking the old school XFL jersey today. What do you think of that? Big fan of this thing. I like to bust it out every now and then. Oh, you work for me now. What's Tony Khan going to have to say about that? Da, 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 da. Oh, look at Wheeler Utah. You made your choice, Wheeler Utah. Now you have to live with it. Well, we're at the SAP Center in San Jose. I was there once. WrestleMania 2015 Hall of Fame. I don't remember what class that was, but I'm sure if I grab my program that's sitting back there and the decorations, here comes Adam Cole. I spend a decent amount of time on Reddit for wrestling reasons and other reasons, just because. And like, I think people really turned on Adam Cole when he was in NXT. He was like the darling of the world. Now everyone's like, he's small and skinny and tiny, and Adam Cole sucks. I don't know where the turn happened, but an appalling cloud hung over Wrestle Dream. AEW like making T-shirts that they put the guys on, and I feel like wrestling fans as a whole. Maybe I'm wrong because I'm wrong on just about everything. I don't know if wrestling fans really want T-shirts with the picture of the guys on them. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Great hair though. I'm jealous of the Adam Cole flow, if you will. And we're already building to next pay per view, which is Full Gear. Oh, we got some sort of DC Comics gimmick going on in the back. Does it have something to do with a new TV deal? I don't know. Warner Brothers, I think, is a DC thing. I don't know. I don't know how business works. Hit me up on the Twitter machine at BBBoris, as you see down there, or go in the comments and educate my dumb ass. I have a feeling it's time for story time with Adam Cole, baby. I was right. That's a nice touch. Uh-oh. The worst human being he's ever met. His name is MJF. Uh-huh. He's always been a good promo. I've always been a fan of Adam Cole on the stick. MGF? Who's it? That'll be on Botchamania. Was that a sign that said MJF goes to Diddy parties? That's no, we're not really breaking any new ground with this promo though here, are we? That's an MJF promo line. Should we go on social media and trash MJF kids? Okay, we'll pump some AEW tires. That's fine. Well, Pluggo just had a epic tweet. The venom spewing from Adam Cole. Oh no, I'm sure if Max even comes out, we're gonna get the I do things on my time. Please, please do something a little more creative than this. Please. Please. Bro Chacho. Please do something more creative. All right, here we go. Here's the MJF music. Unless he comes in from behind. I mean, that's another thing we could see. Or he doesn't come out at all. Oh, all right. Oh, here we go. Video package. I find MGF a little one dimensional. Maybe I'm wrong. Avoid. It's like Adam Cole broke up with him. Hmm. Okay. That's a way to milk this for some time. Red wine's disgusting, by the way. I mean, wine, period, is I'm not a wine guy. You can run, but you can't hide. All right, we've planted these seeds for the Adam Cole MJF feud match slash whatever. It's fine. I'm all good with that. I heard the cameraman or somebody called in the back. I don't know because I've got headphones on. I can hear a bit better, but he's like, Adam, come back. All right. Renee Paquette catches up with Chris Jericho. Oh, God. I love me some Rocky Romero. Jay Driller. Oh, okay. We're going to lean into the whole Jay Briscoe thing. I love me some Mark Briscoe. Oh, please don't put the ROH title on Jericho again. But what do I know? Well, Mark Briscoe, Chris Jericho ladder war. All right. And we are leading into what's appearing to be a tag team match. FTR against Brian Keith and Big Bill. Surprised they haven't got sued over that music, because that is very, very similar, obviously, to Midnight Express, Giorgio Moroder, which was used by the Midnight Express, which I have on my playlist. And when it comes out in the car, I'll bump that. I straight up bump some Midnight Express. Backseat Boys used to use that back in Combat Zone back in the day. Rest in peace, Trent Acid. Up on your screen right now for on LPW is some QR codes for some great charities for the hurricane relief. We support all that. Much love to everybody out there in Florida and the Carolinas. I can't imagine what you're going through. Man, Big Bill, Big Cass, whatever you want to talk about, he looks like $1 million. Good for him. And I think Brian Keith looks like Ice Cube. I don't know if anyone said that. Should be running through Pinky's record and disc. Yeah, those Briscoes FTR, they what 3 matches? Those were fantastic. I should go back and rewatch those. That's good stuff. I'm happy for Brian Keith, though. Good for him. All right, there's the bell. 19 minutes into the show, we get our first wrestling action. Hello, Love Wrestling or whomever. Spencer or whomever. Good to see you. Yeah, the axe. My God. Oh, we got Mercedes Monet and Queen Amara coming up a little bit later, apparently, for the TBS Championship. Oh, we got a nice trios match coming up, too. That's I'm not mad at that one either. Let's go. Shelton Benjamin and Leo Rush. Do we see Lashley make the debut tonight? It seems common knowledge that he's signed. I don't know if that's common knowledge. I mean, I read it on the internet, so it's got to be true. Because the internet's never lied to me. I have lied on the internet, but the internet has never lied to me. Woo! That is a chop and a half. Nice boss man slam. I like that. That was good. Oh, we're headed to commercial. We're headed to the picture in picture. I'm going to handle a little bit of advertising business here in a second while we're in picture in picture. Because I don't know about you, but I can't focus on picture in picture. I end up watching the Burger King commercial or whatever nonsense is going on. And what I want to talk about is this came out on the old social. This is for some old school fans. This is for some old school fans. But this Saturday on Saturday Night Love, I will welcome Mr. Tex Gaines, the Alberta hardcore icon, a man who's been very, very instrumental in my career and transitioning from ring announcing to heel managing to whatever other nonsense that I've done over all these years. This is going to be a lot of fun. I think we're gonna tell some stories. I don't know. I might see if I can dig up some footage of something, but we're going to tell some stories. We're going to bust some balls. Hopefully, maybe we'll get some other folks dropping by to share some stories and stuff with old Tex Gaines. So yeah, that's coming up Saturday night, 10 p.m. Mountain, midnight Eastern. I know some of the folks who in the Love Wrestling universe who are a bit newer maybe don't understand or know, but Tex Gaines is an important guy to me, so this is going to be a lot of fun, and that's coming up on Saturday. Also, we have to show the Canadian flag. That has to be spread around because legally that, we're very patriotic here at Love Wrestling. Oh, wait. Hope everybody got a chance to check out Dirty Duke last Saturday. We had a lot of fun with that. We watched his last match. He's the sole member of the Last Match Club. But yeah, Tex Gaines should be more of the same. Some fun stories. I'm trying to think of some stuff that we did and we went through back in the day. There's some fun stories and some fun stuff and dresses and blading and steering with his elbow, listening to 90s hip hop and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, make sure you tune in for that. Oh, this is TSN. Haven't had a gambling commercial in about 4 minutes. Look at DraftKings sucking up to Canadians. You like more than just hockey, so bet on all these other sports too. I don't know why the betting thing bothers me so much. I'm fine with a beer commercial, but the betting thing, when it comes to the sports, I find it makes me think of Tim Donaghy, and I just get suspect that it's hurting the integrity of how amazing the Calgary Flames are doing so far this year. We are back live. Backdrop driver. A crucial turning of the tables on Brian Keith. Here comes the tag to Dax the Axe. I want to see him monkey flip him out of the corner. Never mind. Pretty quiet in that arena right now. Oof. That's how a big man wrestles like a big man. Oh, are we looking for a shatter machine on Big Bill? Apparently not. He's too much man. Big power bomb. Diamond Dust. I haven't seen Diamond Dust since Masato Tanaka. Oh, into the corner ring post. Square ring post. Sometimes I bring that up on commentary. We've got points on them. There's the tag. Drop down. Dropping down into the that's good. That's fine. I got no problem with that. Good finish. You could see that developing. Oh, wait, we got this new because guys apparently can be traded that aren't under contract. They can just be traded by a manager. I don't know how that works, but whatever. Uh-oh. Why is the music stopped? Oh, here come the outrun. We talked about the outrunners on SNL with Duke Durango this week. I'm glad that these guys, they're getting over and they're making money. I don't like I get it. I don't like it. And I don't even know why I don't like it. I feel like because I'm old, I lived through this in the 80s. So like I don't get the kitschiness of it, whereas a lot of other people do. But again, if anyone's making a living in the wrestling business and selling merch and like I said, making a living, more power to them. God bless. Just because I don't like something doesn't mean it's bad. Even the names, Truth Magnum and Turbo Floyd. Okay, what is the point of this? What are we doing? Or are we just shaking hands? That's all this is? Yeah, what's the point of this? Okay. I mean, they came out, they did the thing, and that's what they did. I didn't see Rico show up on the pre-show because I didn't watch the kickoff show for the pay-per-view, but I was a big Rico fan back in the day, and that I'm sure was very. I might have to go back and check that out. That wasn't oddly specific. I'm going to go get the car ready. Oh, wait a minute. You'll notice Max Caster did put that card in his pocket, even though we don't need anything from you. Oh, look at the look on his face. Meanwhile, in the ring, the Dapper Yapper. The TBS Championship. I gotta say it. I haven't watched a lot of AEW before I started doing these, so I haven't seen how Mercedes Monet has done since she's come in. But I don't know. It doesn't. I'm not. My doors aren't blown off. I wonder if she's one of those people who I don't know how to explain it. Needs the WWF machine? Maybe I don't understand. But like I'm not, flabbergasted by anything, but I mean it's not anything bad. I don't know how to explain how my brain works. I'm sorry. This video segment must have happened on the pre-show because I did not see any of this. I don't know where this Queen Amanada chick came from. She just kind of came out of nowhere, and she's getting quite the push. I saw her pop up in ROH before I kind of bailed on that. Good for her too. Again, anybody making money on TV? Great look. 12 wins in Ring of Honor. My God. As we're getting ready for these two ladies to lock horns, I did put up a poll on Monday. I think it was Monday, yeah, about what we wanted to watch on my surprise stream, and I had that episode of Wrestling Challenge from 1986, but I also had the pilot of WrestleLicious, which I recently came into possession of, and I think we might do a little stream and watch an episode or two of WrestleLicious because I found it and I got a hold of it, and it looks. I don't want to be a dick, but it looks awful in the best kind of way. So I think it might be fun for us to crack that one open. So keep an eye out for me to show up, sometime when you're not expecting me at 2 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday. Let's watch WrestleLicious. I think everything on Twitch is available on demand on the Love Wrestling CA Twitch after the fact. So if you can't join my dumbass live, you can join my dumbass on demand. Up on the shoulders. What are we doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing? That was a lot of work for that. Caught her on the crossbody. That looked good. I think sometimes it's cool when you do the crossbody catch because usually it's like super big jack guys. So sometimes when a normal size person does it, and I'm not trying to be disparaging, but Queen Amanada is not a powerhouse, but pulling that off, it looks good. Gives a rub. Look at the heels on Camille. I don't know how you ladies or gentlemen or whomever walk around on those things, let alone participate in a wrestling match. It's baffling to me. Maybe SNL one night we'll get the lady to put me in some heels and we'll put me through some drills and see how bad it is. If that doesn't bring in viewers, I don't know what will. Heading into picture in picture here on TSN here in Canada once again. Quick plug for Saturday Night Love, myself and Mr. Tex Gaines. That's an old picture. That picture, I feel like I'm rocking Harry Potter glasses in that picture. I want to say 2006 or 7. I don't know specifically because my memory is really, really bad, but that was taken backstage at Nate. I like that hoodie. I don't know whatever happened to that hoodie. I probably wouldn't fit it now anyway, my fat ass. But 2006, 7, 8 maybe when that picture was taken. I have a few more from that that set, if you will. I should see actually who else is in that set. Ah, well, whatever. That's not important. Anyway, we're in commercial. I'm going to duck out for just a second. So stick around. We're in picture in picture. We got Tim Hortons hockey card commercial, whatever, whatever. We're going to be back shortly. So don't go anywhere. It's AEW Dynamite. The Google Pixel 9. How many people out there have Google phones? Is that a good phone? Like, I've been an iPhone guy my whole life just because it's like the first smartphone I got and I don't like change. So I just kind of stuck with iPhone. I've seen people with Samsungs and they've showed them to me and they look scary and confusing. I'm just not all that smart, is what it is. Meanwhile, Mercedes Monet is hammering away on Queen Amanada. There's the near fall. MVP is absolutely looking to make an army and a pretty friggin' talented army too, if I do say so myself. Sorry, I'm just digging through to see if I can find where these pictures were. Ah, no. Oh, I'm no, I'm not early. Never mind. Thought it was 2005, but I'm wrong. Anyway, whatever. Let's focus on the task at hand. We are back from commercial, showing some replays of the absolute beating that Mercedes Monet has been administering on Queen Amanada. Ugh. Yeah, they didn't even try the bridge. I don't know if they just didn't have their legs under or whatever, but they didn't even give it a go. Come on, ladies, you could do it. Queen Amanada busts out the air raid crash. Tony, everyone is selling. Thank you for pointing that out to me. Backslide two. Ooh, that looked good. That fisherman neckbreaker looked very good. But it's not enough to get the job done. That's a cool looking submission. That looks like it's a shitty way to spend. Oh, I love the overhead camera. Spencer, can we stick a GoPro or something up in that top level at the rec room? I think that overhead camera would be really cool. I don't know if he's listening or paying attention to me. Nobody does. I don't blame him either. Snap. The suplex over. Have we talked about hockey, by the way, and how the Calgary Flames are currently tied for first place in the whole entire National Hockey League? I know it's not going to last, so let me gloat a little bit. I did not expect a 4-0 start. I don't think anybody did. So it's fun to watch. I don't think it's long term, but I mean, they're going out there and they're showing some grit and some determination. Got some new faces doing some good stuff. So this is not the bank statement anymore. What's it called now? Whatever it's called, it is successful. Mercedes Monet successfully defends the TBS championship. Everyone's happy except for Queen Amanada and the fans. So nobody's happy basically, except for the CEO. I assume Camille must be signed if she's there every week, right? Oh, we're going back to this past Saturday night. Yeah, like I talked earlier, Spencer and I talked on Brunch Gimmick about maybe them calling an audible and changing the finish and putting over Private Party, and I disagree. I thought the crowd, like the way he explained it, I spoke off the top. I thought the crowd was just going to be banana the whole time, and I didn't find that. I mean, they were banana when they needed to be, when they were supposed to be, and when the finish happened, I don't think they didn't seem all that upset about it. If that makes sense. And potentially the story not over, but yeah, I think that what happened there was fine. Oh, Private Party have asked for this time. Oh, and speaking of the Young Bucks, another shot. That doesn't work for us, brother. Well, that didn't go the way the Private Party were hoping, did it? Oh, Stokely. You've been here since the Obama administration. What a line. I should like bust that out for somebody. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we're planting seeds of dissent within Private Party as we go to a commercial, an actual commercial. In the meantime, again, Saturday Night Love, you will see Tex Gaines and myself chatting it up. I'm not sure what's going on for Beards on Thursday tomorrow night. If I was a good friend and a good co-promoter, I would have all the graphics ready for Beards and talk about what they're doing for Beards. But I didn't do that because I am not a smart man. But I'm sure whatever the Beards have cooked up tomorrow at 8 o'clock, 6 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. I don't know what the hell time it is, But or maybe it's 10 p.m. Whatever. Anyway, whatever. Whatever JPJ and Pluggo got cooking tomorrow night on Beards, you bet your boots it is going to be a fantastic journey into the minds of some amazing things. In fact, I'm going to do some research now because now I feel bad. So now I have to like actually. All right, let's see what I can find here. It's all pictures of me on there right now. You know what? They don't even have anything like listed for what they're doing. So whatever it is they're doing, it's going to be fantastic. It might be the single greatest broadcast in the history of the professional wrestling internet. Substantially better than this because I'm terrible, but that's okay. Oh, there's a Hunt's tomato sauce. Oh no, it's a Mooty tomato sauce commercial. Now I want some spaghetti. Yeah, I don't really have anything to add during the commercials, so I feel bad. I feel like I should be providing you guys with some more entertainment. Trying to find more pictures from that. So in that same, not a photo shoot, but whatever at that same event, there are this picture right here. So the picture you saw moments ago of myself and Mr. Tex Gaines. Again, I don't know what year it is, but you can take a look at this bad boy. There is this picture of Jinder Mahal in the beginning stages of his career. That was the same photo shoot. Oops, let's stop sharing. Same photo shoot slash same event or whatever when this picture of myself and Tex Gaines was taken. So that shows you how old and how long ago this stuff is. Looking forward to chatting and hanging out with Tex. I just hope that he has the proper technology, microphones, and cameras to make it happen. But he swore to me that he does. Meanwhile, we're coming back. We have more Young Bucks. Today is a special day. Today, is it? I had no idea. Kenny Omega's birthday. Oh, it's a cake. Is that like supposed to represent? Is that supposed to represent like the intestines of Kenny Omega? I mean, it looks like a waste of perfectly good chicken, but I mean, again, thinking with my stomach, here comes the conglomeration. I was not watching AEW when this group formed, but nonetheless, we got some Kyle O'Reilly, we got some Rocky Romero, we got some Orange Cassidy. I'm not mad at any of that. See, that's a wrestling T-shirt that I could see selling because it's like you look at that, people don't really know what it is, but you know what it is, and that's what's important. Yeah, Tony don't mind spending money on music, but I think once if the back catalog or what have you of AEW is going to end up on some streaming service, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to go back and re-clear all that music because I believe the way music rights works is like once it transfers to a new medium, then you have to reacquire the rights. That's why like a lot of shows it took a long time or never ended up on DVD. I know Wonder Years because Wonder Years, that like old show uh, with Fred Savage, great show, but lots of like old like '60s music was used in that TV show, and for them to put it, I think they did eventually get it worked out or replaced a bunch of the music, but like to license again all that music would have costed a lot of money. So I wonder what they're going to do for if they're going to go back and relicense it or change it up. That's why like a lot of the when you watch ECW on the WWE network, like it's cut to bits because between all the entrance music and the stuff they use for music videos and the November Rain video and the Pulp Fiction promos and stuff like they would have to go and reacquire the rights to all that music. Here comes the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. Zack Sabre Jr. recently becoming the IWGP champion. I thought he won that title shot for Wrestle Kingdom, but apparently I don't follow New Japan enough. I've been a New Japan World subscriber for years, and I very rarely use it except for Wrestle Kingdom. So it's like I pay $120 a year so I can watch Wrestle Kingdom. But it's dumb in my mind. It's just like comfortable or comforting to me to know that I have it in case I'm like hanging out on a Saturday night at 2 a.m. and all of a sudden, oh hey, World Tag League Day 47 is live. Let's watch it. Okay, so what title does Okada have? The International Continental whatever? This is your hour one main event. This should be fun. I remember when we went to Hall of Fame at this very same SAP center in San Jose, California. As we were walking up to go inside the building, there was a car parked outside that had a Calgary Flames flag on it, and I was flabbergasted. Why would some dude in 2015 in San Jose, California, have a Calgary Flames flag on his car? But I was like, that guy wants to be my friend. Still weird seeing Okada wrestle random television tag matches in the States, but I hope he's getting paid. And I hope he's happy. I'm sure he is, or he wouldn't be there. Apparently, Shinsuke Nakamura is going to be doing something for Noah coming up right away. That should be fun. Look at the teamwork of the conglomeration. Meanwhile, Okada's just like, F you, we'll take all of you out. There's bodies everywhere in the SAP Center. The conglomeration handling business. As we go to picture in picture, did y'all see Joey Janela get lit on fire this weekend on Art of War Games? I know Zach like swore off GCW for a while, and I think that's fair. That's how you feel. I can understand that was a jarring thing to see, and like the pictures on X afterwards were graphic. He cut a really good promo on the Sunday show, but like I don't know, man. I've always said that I am pro deathmatch wrestling, but I don't like the fire because fire is very, very it's unpredictable, and usually fire goes one of two ways. Either one, you can't get it lit, and when you do, it's a little tiny little flame and it goes out right away. Or on the other side, you get that, which is just a giant shit show when it's dangerous and someone's going to the hospital. So I think we could do away with the fire. I mean, we got enough with all the other nonsense that they do, so I think the fire can kind of go away. Because it's really hard to like measure and mitigate the risk with the fire. Because fire is just going to do what fire is going to do. Meanwhile, the elite have taken over in this match on the picture in picture. We got like a triple slingshotty shoulder roll, posy elbow thing that should probably have been on the broadcast, but what do I know? Has anyone out there here in Canada tried the Tim Horton pizza yet? Because I have not tried the Tim Horton pizza. The commercials make it look like it's the most delicious thing ever, but I bet if you like actually go get it, it's probably looks like a piece of cardboard with some cheese whiz spread on it, which I know some people would like, but not for me. Apparently, Kamala Harris doing an interview on Fox News tonight. I checked to see if we had Fox News because I wanted to see it, but we don't. But she can hang there. She can hang anywhere. I don't want to get political, but I'm fascinated with what's going on in the States. I feel kind of guilty because I watch it like it's entertainment because it is, but at the same time, like everybody down there, this is your life we're talking about. For me, it's just entertainment to see what it's like wrestling. I'm watching to see what's going to happen, but like this is your world, and I don't mean to be flipped by saying that I just I watch it for entertainment. Meanwhile, Matt Jackson mercilessly pummeling Orange Cassidy as we're getting ready to come back from commercial. This program may contain coarse language and scenes of violence that could be disturbing to some viewers. Discretion is advised. You should clip that and play it before every LPW show. Look at Orange Cassidy doing all the wrestling that Jim Cornette hates. Is there some sort of issue between Kyle O'Reilly and Okada that I don't know about? Well, we're about to find out. There's the tag. Look at Kyle O'Reilly handling business. That's how we do it in Canada or something. I've always liked Kyle O'Reilly. You can always go. Great stuff in Ring of Honor over the years. And the fans are having fun. Rainmaker avoided into a choke. Here comes Young Buck number, whatever that is, Matt Jackson. O'Reilly able to kick out. It's been a fun match. I mean, it's the usual fare that you expect from, a Young Bucks Okada match. But I mean, just because it's the usual stuff you come to expect doesn't necessarily mean it's not fun and you're not going to enjoy it. Apparently, Bucks headed back to New Japan right away. They had a video package on that show that Zack Sabre won the title. No, Rocky Romero going to do that thing that he does. Oh, Okada caught him into the tombstone. Tandem offense from the Young Bucks, the leaping back elbow. I like to call it. There was talk. I don't want to like tell tales I'm not allowed to tell, but there was talk, and I think we even sort of kind of hinted at it that back in the day that Cody was going to come back with the Bucks in PWA to take on MRB and BVD and somebody else, maybe Shabazz. I'm not sure, but that was something that was bandied out. It never came to fruition, unfortunately, but it was bandied out, and I think that would have been a lot of fun. A little axe and smash, little total elimination style. There's bodies everywhere. I like that fake with the super kick and hit the DDT. I'm cool with that. Look at Orange Cassidy doing all the wrestling that Jim Cornette hates. My God, it's Wheeler Yuta. What is he doing here? That was a good line from Nigel. Where there's one, there's more. I like that. That was good. What's with the briefcase? There's rumors that maybe Mox was going to get a new belt. Maybe that's in the briefcase, or maybe the briefcase is obvious and I don't understand. John Moxley. Poor Orange Cassidy. This is all uncalled for. Where's the world title belt? Indeed. Who's that? Oh, I thought that was Joey Janela for a second. I'm like, that is not Joey Janela. So this is what, Top Flight in action and ready? These guys are just cannon fodder, basically. But it's fine. This is a good way to kind of show dominance. Oh, the Dark Order. Why aren't you doing anything, Young Bucks? It's a nice big brawl. This kind of seems like a going off the air brawl and not a in the middle of the show brawl, but still. Get the Yeah, there's too much to shoot in this. They're trying to capture all the angles, but there's just so much going on. All right, so now we're going to try to kill somebody. Alex Reynolds hung up to pay for the sins of all elite wrestling. That's what I would have said if I was on commentary, but I'm not good enough to be on a major cable program. What is this with the steps? A disgusting display led by John Moxley. Like the overhead camera there to show the destruction left by the BCC. I'm cool with that. And now the Blackpool Combat Club fade away into the night. And now here comes Christopher Daniels after all the work's been done. Love me some Christopher Daniels. Is that Daniel Garcia as well? Yeah. Private Party. All these guys that didn't want to get their ass whipped in the first place. I love how they caveated as full-time career of Bryan Danielson, which I'm actually not mad at because that gives people some hope he's going to pop back in here and there. And what is Nigel looking at over there? Do I need a zip chat or zip chair, gaming chair for this broadcast? I'm pretty comfy here. Oh, we're going to catch up with the elite. Who's this girl? Oh. Oh my God. How would you help out? Shut up. Watch your mouth. Oh, look, Private Party and Daniel Garcia have formed some sort of Red Party Death Alliance. Oh, we're taking you back to the pay-per-view again. Once again, as Excalibur said. Yeah, this whole Swerve segment was good. It was well done. I enjoyed the way they did it. It could have been done on TV. Shaved a bit of time off the pay-per-view, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, the actual segment was really well done. He gave Shelton his flowers. You know, put over Nana, these thing with Nana. Like the whole thing, I thought was done really well. I enjoyed it. Here comes Leo Rush. Right when I have to go, who's this girl? Do we know who that is? Here comes Leo Rush because I have to use Little Boris's room, but that's okay. Oh, that's Layla Gray. Okay, fair enough. Leo Rush has had a really, really unique career. Like I remember when he really started to pop off on the indies, I was a big fan of his work, and he was doing, you know, at the time he was doing some stuff that I'd never seen before, and I was really enjoyed it. But then, like, I don't know. Like, there's all the retirement. Like, that's the big joke about, oh, Leo Rush retired during the commercial and came back. I don't know about, you know, mental health and that kind of thing, if that's what it was. But super talented. Great to see him get his chances in Ring of Honor and then his run in WWE. We can all like show a picture of him yelling Lashley, and that's like a picture you can hear. And now here, like, I'm hoping he's in a good place mentally and professionally because the guy's super, super talented. If he was another, like, you know, 8 inches taller, he'd be Swerve. Here comes Shelty B. Shelton still looks in great shape, and I bet he can still get it done. He's another guy that a lot of people argue that like WWE missed the boat on. I'm not sure about the promo skills, and I don't know if it was a different era, how he would have done. But I mean, it is what it is, and this is where we are. So let's just let it be what it is. But like nobody can question between the ropes. Absolutely talented. I assume Charlie Haas must be long retired by now. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. There's the bell. We're underway. Yeah, again, Shelton makes Leo look small. Like no disrespect to Leo. Like small doesn't mean bad. It's just an observation. Fans are chanting something that I can't quite make out, but hopefully it's not derogatory. How's Leo Rush's music? I've never heard it. Who's better? Who makes better hip hop records, Leo Rush or Myron Reed? And that's not me being a dick. Like I legit want to know, like because I see Myron Reed, who I'm a big fan of as well, really pushing his music on social media. Yeah, he's a great athlete. Big clothesline in the corner. Who cares? Like that's a thing. Like I know, like kind of Jr. started that, but like how long ago was Shelton Benjamin in high school? Who gives a rat's ass how many wins he had in high school? Like I know that it's a tool used to show, that he's talented and tough and badass and whatever. But I find that like really antiquated. Like he had 122 wins and 10 losses in high school. Okay, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Well, we're going to see the overhead throw as we go to commercial. He takes the overhead belly to belly. All right, we're in commercial. Picture in picture's going on. So you guys enjoy the picture in picture. I have to take I'm an old man. I got to take a potty break. I'm just going to be honest with you. So I'll be back. Enjoy picture in picture and hang out. All right, we're still in commercial. I took care of the necessary needs. Right now, Leo Rush is getting his butt kicked on the floor by our friend Shelty B. I think I'm having headphone issues. Maybe I'm not. Nonetheless, I think we're coming back from commercial right as he is hurled back in the ring. That is good timing from producers and whoever's involved in this match. I mean, this seems to be the logical way we see Lashley. Like, if he just beats the tar out of Leo, and you send out Lashley to save his old friend Leo, but then have Lashley turn on Leo to join MVP in his whole thing. That's what I'm predicting is going to happen at the end of this segment. But again, I don't know nothing. I can't book. I can barely commentate. But hey, I got a nice room here, right? I heard that. Ooh. Oh, Shelton put the brakes on. There will be no shelter here. I do like that spring off the bottom end of the cutter. You got to have a really nice, tight bottom rope, and usually the bottom rope's kind of the loosest one, so it's hit or miss. But Don Callis family press conference with international champion Konosuke Takeshita still to come tonight. Well, the hits keep on coming. Big dive from Leo Rush, scampering back in the ring to do it again. Everyone's happy. We're having a good time. Nice cut. Leo scampering, well, not really scampering, but ascending to the top turnbuckle. Ooh. Big boot from Shelty B. Don't put him in one silo, whatever that means. Sunset flip, rolling through. A lot of rolling through. There we go. Up to his feet, to the kick. Nicely done. Yeah, I'm not mad at any of this. This is good. This all pleases me. Does MVP really need the cane? Is that like a shoot cane or is that a working cane? I don't know. Leo heading to the top. Shelty with the nice. I'm going to take this opportunity to put over Rich King. Shelton climbed to the top rope. Rich King will leap from the mat onto the top. Always blows me away when he does that. Absolutely incredible athlete. When he busts out, he's going to bust out. It's going to happen. German suplex. Safe as hell, but it looked good. All right, I'm expecting Bobby Lashley music any second now. Yeah. Yeah. The more he whoops, yep, the more he's whooping his ass. Yeah. Big super duper kick. Yep. Bobby Lashley music. Give it to me. Give the people what they want. That did not look good. I'm sorry, Shelton. That did not look good. Big suplex, power slammy thing. All right. No Bobby Lashley music. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, and I'll just shut up. Big win for Shelton Benjamin. I believe that, yeah, MVP just put the card in the waistband of the trunks. MVP's got the gift of gab. He was cool when we had him for PW as well. He's a nice guy. I think they took the title off Swerve a little too early. I think they took the title off. He's over like crazy. And he's got that cool factor. All right. No Bobby Lashley. I was absolutely wrong in all of my predictions, as I usually am, because I don't know anything. All right. What do we go to next? Let's go to Wrestlelicious. No, but we will. You'll never know when I'm going to show up with some Wrestlelicious in my back pocket, ladies and gentlemen. Tony Schiavone looks good. I'm not sure if that's some just for men, and I'm not shaming because I'm gray. Look at that. I'm gray as hell. Oh, we haven't been able to reach Darby Allin. I think he is emotionally scarred after the potential murder of Bryan Danielson. Tony Hawk and Darby Allin coming together for a special announcement. What is this nonsense? Oh, this is the announcement? The announcement, okay, I don't want to shit on this, but like I wanted to for a second be like, that's the announcement, is it's signed 8x10s of Darby Allin and Tony Hawk. That's kind of lame. But then he's like, we're going to use this money to build skate parks in underdeveloped areas. And I'm like, that's fucking sick. And I'm on board with it. So you know what? My initial reaction, as it usually is, was totally wrong. Go buy a Darby Allin Tony Hawk 8x10. Go help support. Let's build some skate parks. Let's play some skate punk at the skate parks, because you know what? That's good stuff. And speaking of good stuff, let's once again plug this Saturday Night Love, 10 p.m. Mountain, midnight Eastern time. Myself and Tex Gaines. We're going to hash out. So I want Ben Oman to come on this broadcast, and I'm actually calling him out right now. Ben Oman, we need you to like fact check dates and stuff, because you're like the Alberta wrestling historian, and I can't remember nothing. I'm sure Tex Gaines had 157,000 concussions, and he probably can't remember nothing either. So between the two of us, we can't remember nothing. So we need you to come and be our official rememberer. We are in commercial, so I'm going to go to commercial. We got a half hour left in this bad boy. Stick around, because there's more Dynamite to come. All right, we're coming out of commercial. I have a mouthful of candy. I'm sorry. I went and grabbed a little bit of candy. It's very unprofessional of me. I'm sorry. Tour dates. Fright Night Dynamite. Kurt, we got a lawsuit. Let's sue. So is Battle of the Belts kind of their answer to Clash of Champions? I've never watched a Battle of the Belts. Is it just like another special TV show kind of thing? Uh-oh. Whew. Yes. That's a good promo. Oh. Yeah, Swerve's got that like badass cool factor that not everybody has. All right, Tony's in the ring with something. What is that? Look at Tony sell it. Good job, Tony. I thought that was the Raw general manager for a second there, but it's all right. So we've got the Don Callis family, Brian Cage, who apparently is the new Ring of Honor television champion. I don't know how or when that happened, but I saw it on social media. Yes, Lance Archer now on the Don Callis family after trading guys he wasn't able to trade somehow. I don't know how that worked, but I like the music. It's just like a low drone. That's kind of cool. I enjoy that. Callis is fantastic. Hey, we have a guest. Come over here.
Guest of honor?
What's that?
Guest of honor?
Yes, you're the guest, the star of the losing effort of the newlywed game. We had fun. We lost. We lost to the Pluggos fair and square, but we put up a good fight.
I say rematch.
Oh, are you putting? Oh, are you putting the challenge out right now?
I'm just saying.
Look right into the camera there and say, listen. I'll feed you the promo. Ready?
Listen.
You got lucky that day. Oh. Do it.
You got lucky that day.
When the chips are down.
But when the chips are down,
they're gonna learn.
They're gonna learn who the real power couple is here. Here in Love Wrestling.
So put your hair up.
So put your hair up.
And square up.
Yes. Mrs. Pluggo.
That was pretty good, right? High five. All right.
All right.
Give me that kiss right there. All right.
I love you. Have fun.
Oh, here comes Konosuke Takeshita. Love you.
I love you.
That was a good. That's the best promo you ever cut. that was fun. Look at the flowing locks of Konosuke Takeshita. It's quite the hairdo on Kyle Fletcher, eh? Those pants of Takeshita's look comfy as hell. I want a pair of those. Where's Dr. Kyoto to translate that for me? Oh. I didn't know Takeshita had a bit of English in there. Good for you, dude. Decorum. Solid work, everyone. Look at the shoes on Don Callis, too. Yay! Will Ospreay. Well, that's not okay. We came here for answers. Ah, good little promo. No notes. I got to do something with this face. My God, I'm not an attractive man. Since I started doing more streams, I've had to look at myself a lot more, and I don't like it. It's not fun. Mariah May, our AEW Women's Champion. Good promo. Okay, who's this? Anna Jay just hit Christopher Daniels in the face, and he's selling it like he got shot. Tremendous work. And Nigel likes it. Uh-oh. A blockbuster announcement. Shelton Benjamin and Swerve Strickland on Fright Night Dynamite or Dynamite Fright Night. I don't know what order we're supposed to read it in. Main event. Switchblade, Jay White, Christian Cage coming up next. Stick around. I'm going to dip away again for just a second, but we got the main event coming up. So hang out, people. I love y'all. All right, we're still in commercial as we await our main event. Big thanks. Ben Oman says Boris is hot. That is false. That is a false assessment, but I appreciate nonetheless that you would say that. We are awaiting our main event. Ben, I don't know if you're still watching, Ben. I hope you are, because I've been talking all night about this, about SNL, myself, and Mr. Tex Gaines. And I might need you, because you're the Alberta wrestling historian, and I don't remember nothing, and I'm sure Tex don't remember nothing either. So we might need you to pop on and help with dates and times and names and faces, because between the two of us, myself and Tex Gaines, there's probably 1,000 concussions, 998 of them his and 2 of them mine. But yeah, it's going to be a fun night Saturday. I'm really excited about it. And I'm working on something for the next week, for Halloween, that involves Thaddeus Archer. So hopefully he's not doing anything important with anybody important. Because I think there's a PPW show that night, and everybody I know might be in Saskatchewan but me. Because nobody wants me. Nobody wants Boris. Hell, I don't want Boris. All right, we're coming back from commercial. We're getting ready for main event. Switchblade Jay White and Christian. I'm sure there'll be some sort of shenanigans. Entertainment will ensue. Ricochet. A lot of Renee Paquette on this show, which is okay. Gotta rep those Canadians. Oh, baby. Decent promo from Ricochet. Not a guy necessarily known for promos, but I mean, if you stay in the lane that makes sense, you're not reaching out and doing a bunch of other nonsense. It's not important. If you streamline your business, you're going to be okay. Ricochet throwing out the challenge. Uh-oh. We're going into the back, and now the Black Bull Combat Club is laying a waste to everybody and anybody. So Rita, like, assume they've been fighting for like the last hour, or no? Now are they gonna like lay waste to these guys and then all hop in the back of that pickup truck? Because if they do, that's tremendous. Yeah, yes, it would appear that they are going to do exactly that. Hopping in the back of the Dodge Ram, Claudio's behind the wheel. No license plate. And there goes Just Boy, it almost seems like we need War Games. Well, I believe we've settled all that. Here comes the Switchblade, Jay White. Don't say Bullet Club because I think you got to pay. Here comes Juice Robinson. And one of the guns, where's the other gun? Oh, they have an overrun tonight. It's almost like, wow, I was going to say, I was going to pull a WCW and be like, it's almost like you own the network. But then I remembered, no, they don't own the network. They're just on the network. That was a Vince thing back in the day when they were losing the Monday Night War. Well, we don't own the network. I hope that what's his name now? Kill Switch, Luchasaurus. He's doing okay. I know there's been some pretty serious health concerns with him, and I hope that he's going to recover. Never mind, getting back in the ring and wrestling, but just I hope that he's doing okay and he's going to get back to being healthy. So does this kid wrestle anymore, or is the kind of bloom come off that rose now? Still crazy to see him after all the indie shows I watch with him on it. Out there with his mom, that's wild. Well, there's a lot of extracurricular folks out on the outside of the ring for this one. We'll see how that all plays out, as I'm sure it will. There's the bell. We are underway. I love the turtleneck. It's extra douchey. The sleeveless turtleneck, that's tremendous. Like, you don't even have to say anything. You just wear that and you get heat. It's brilliant. We're going to need the overrun for all of the stalling we got going on here, but that's okay. I think Christian Cage is going to make a really, really good coach / trainer at whatever, wherever he chooses to do that once his in-ring career is over, if he wants to. Just everybody really sings the praises of his ability to put matches together and things like that. So I think there's a lot of that needed right now. So should he decide, like, I know AEW doesn't really necessarily have a training center, but like, should he want to go working at the PC or whatever, I think he's going to be a big asset to the guys that get to learn under him. The guys and girls, the talent, the people, they get a chance to work under him. TSN just bleeped something. I don't know what it was. I missed it, but there was definitely a censor. Oh, nice turnbuckle. I understand Dungeon Wrestling's got their Saddledome thing going on. Those are two of my favorite shows I've ever done. So want to send the positive vibes out to the Dungeon Wrestling crew at the Saddledome on Saturday. My good friend and often co-host Michael the Fitzpatrick will be the Law and Order in a couple of those matches. So I like that, Nigel. How valiant. Nigel's good. Nigel's a good heel. It's a really, really. I've never done the heel commentary thing, and I don't know if I'd be good at it. I'd like to try it just to see if I could do it without being either too over the top or too understated, because it really is a fine art. Uh-oh. Or the gun. Oh, the guns are being tossed. That's like the referee version of like the shooting star press. This is my time to shine. So I gotta really make him believe it. Yeah, who would have thought Nick Wayne, the one that I saw work in GCW and almost like, I look at him on TV every week. I don't know when the last time he had a match was, but like him hanging out with his mom. Oh, are we gonna drag Nick Wayne out? Celebrate out there as Nick Wayne's mom. Hashtag Nick Wayne's mom. Oh, wait, she's going too. All right. Apparently, we're going into picture in picture. We're going into I assume what's going to be our last commercial break. I'm going to duck up for just a second again. So hang out. It's main event time. Things are ascending to greatness. We shall return. Again, I call out to anyone who's had a Tim Hortons flatbread pizza. Share with the group, because I need to know what that's all about before I decide if I want to make that part of my life, because I have a feeling that I don't. Another quick, super quick. We got that's the Canadian flag, and we're very patriotic here. Big shout Saturday Night Love on the Twitch, over on the Twitch, twitch.tv/lovewrestlingca, 10 o'clock p.m. Mountain, midnight Eastern. I will be joined by an old friend and then somebody who is very influential on getting me to where I am today, which is sitting here talking to you. Tex Gaines is going to join me on SNL. We're going to tell some stories and hope that nobody gets fired by the time we're done. I would hype up tomorrow night's Between Two Beers. I don't know what they're doing, but it's whatever it is, it's going to be great, because you know why? Everything those guys do is great. Maybe I'll just show up. Maybe I'll show up unannounced and I'll be like, hey, you're great. Christian is celebrating in the middle of the ring with the big double bicep pose, which is the pose of the night. We got another Tim Horton pizza commercial. It's like they're listening to me. Like Google listens to me. Also, I mean, I'd be dumb if I did not plug. We're just over a week away. Friday night, October the 25th, is going to be a Love Pro Wrestling 31. I think it's I'm so sorry, Spencer. Diary of a Mad Grappler. The main event, Martial Specialist defending the LPW Grand Championship against Blake Christian. We've seen Blake Christian on a bit of a losing streak in GCW, so we have to wonder what his mindset is going to be going into this one. There's a ton of other matches that I can't think of right now because I'm not that smart. It's the Friday or the last Friday of the month tradition. If you cannot be there, 7 p.m. Mountain, 9 p.m. Eastern. If you cannot be here in Edmonton to see it live at the Rec Room, you can watch live on IWTV along with all the other great programming they have in there. They have LPW, which you'll get to hear the audible chucklet, as they say of me. I don't know what that means, but we're coming back from commercial in our event. Stage, Jay White duking it out in the center of the ring. We're heading into our overrun. Yada, yada, yada. I'm really tired today. That's a Seinfeld reference. Yeah, Christian's fantastic. What do you like to do for your Halloween tradition? Did I get the show date right? I did, right? Yeah, it's the 25th, right? Yeah, sorry, Spencer. I don't know. I'm not all that smart. Halloween tradition for me, I like to stay home. I like to hand out candy, and I like to watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I do it every year. I've done it since I was a grown up, and yeah, looking forward to it this year. I don't know if the lady has ever seen that particular film, and she's like, "Explain it to me." And like, you can't really explain it because it's just wackiness. You just kind of have to experience it. Oh, we got the Outrunners in action on Collision. Whoa, Christian Cage takes the big knee bump over Atlantis Jr. Oh, he was in like did some ROH stuff too, didn't he recently? Next week, Mark Briscoe and Jericho ladder war for the title. I assume that'll be the main event. I don't want to speak out of turn. But provided nothing goes wrong in my life, I will be here to watch this along with you. You poor bastards. See, that's something I've never done. Like doing my commentating, I've always just like I've called the shows. I know the pace of the shows, be it LPW or PWA. I've never had to like look on a monitor and look at graphics come up and try to hit that post every time. You've got 8 seconds to talk about this match, and then 8 seconds to talk about that. I've never had to do that. I would like that challenge though. I would like to try to call TV wrestling. I don't know if I'd be good at it, but I think it would be interesting for me. And that was something that I saw really interesting during the episode 6 of the Mr. McMahon thing on Netflix. Like all that other stuff, the whole point of that thing is to show the terribleness. But there was a clip during something, I can't remember what it was, but you could hear Vince feeding lines to Michael Cole on the commentary. And I'm like, I can't imagine what it was like to try to call the show with him screaming in your ear. I'd like to try to do that once just to see, but I can't imagine. Like, I'm sure, like, once, Michael Cole, he's been doing it for years, and I'm sure he got used to it and got in the groove, but I can't imagine for somebody new to have Vince just yelling stuff in your ear. Sorry, that was my soliloquy, my monologue. Meanwhile, Jay White and Christian Cage having a pretty solid wrestling match, if you're into that kind of thing. Oh, nice. I like that. Into the ropes like that. I thought he was going to take him out, but I'm okay with that. Excalibur called it inelegant. I'd like to call a match with Excalibur. Oh, the inverted DDT on the apron. It's the hardest part of the ring. See, Excalibur doesn't say it anymore, and I try not to say it too. Like, I feel it's very cliche at this point, and everybody knows it. And if you say it, it actually takes away from the bump, in my opinion. Ooh, that turnbuckle was good too. Hard hitting match. How long is Copeland out for? Is it still a while? This time, Jay White kicking out. Uh-oh. I don't know the Kip Sabian thing that happened before I started watching, so I can't say I know about what this whole Kip Sabian thing is. Who's that? Was that Paige? Did Okay, it is Paige. Okay. Oh yeah, because he lost to Jay White at the pay-per-view. I'm like, it all makes sense. Christian looks blown to hell. I don't know if that's just a sell or if it's legit, but looks good. Big Uranagi. Apparently, Jenny Malkin got his 500th goal tonight. Kudos to Jenny Malkin. Oh, and he went to the eye. What a cheating bastard. Is Jay White going to lose clean to Christian? Maybe not. Maybe not. Time will tell. It's been a good match. It's a really, really good mixed story and work. Ooh. I slapped Tex Kane. We're gonna talk. I just came back to my memory. I slapped Tex Kane so hard in the segment we did in PW. I gotta remember to ask him about that. Because he spit in my face and he's like, I'm gonna aim for your chest, you're gonna be good. And homie gobbed right in my face. Like part of like the story was for me to cuff him after. But like the audible ooh, like the crowd thought I was gonna get killed. But yeah, I gotta put that on my list of things to ask. Sorry, that just reminded me of that old thing that happened. Oh, Jay White up on the top. Christians fighting out from under. That was a quick escape. Wow, super quick. Headbutt. Jay White able to kick out. And now Kip Sabian's out again, which I'm sure is going to lead to Adam Page being out again. None of this makes any sense. Ah, that was good. The buckshot thingamajigger, perfectly timed. Kip Sabian's out. Okay, I thought, yeah, Bryce, you should move your butt a little bit more on that, Bryce. You taking a little bit of extra time, kind of sells Jay White out, but again, what do I know? I'm just a dummy. I would have hustled over there a bit faster, but what the hell do I know? Yeah, that picture right there of Adam Page will be 150,000 memes on X tomorrow, so search that. Search Adam Page face. Collision and battle. So is that like a 3-hour block of AEW on Saturday night? God help us. Because quite frankly, what you need in your Saturday night is this bad boy. Again, a big advertisement for myself. Text game, Saturday Love, 10 p.m. Mountain, midnight Eastern on the Love Wrestling CA Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Love Wrestling CA. We're just going off the air, like hyping up what's going on next week on AEW Dynamite. I want to thank you guys all for hanging out with me. They really are the highlight. Like I'm I don't want to go too much into my personal life because I just don't want to be that guy. But my happy needs a lot of filling lately, and these streams, as you know, silly as they are to some people, I'm having a lot of fun doing this, and it does fill my happy. So as we go off the air with Jay White crumbled in the corner, near death, thank you guys all for hanging out with me. Stay tuned to this very space wherever you're watching on Twitter or YouTube for Between Two Beards tomorrow night at the time that it takes place at. I'll be around on Saturday. I believe we have the LPW show preview stream on for exposure. I don't know. Maybe I don't. No one calls me and tells me anything, so maybe I'm totally wrong. Thank you guys, and I hope you guys will have a great rest of the week.